feels like I'm meant to strike. Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by his gentle sway. Mountains tall, they stand in place, yet no curve in this earthly space. Every step holds a meaning pure. With his guidance I'm secure. Stars above, they brightly shine, crafted signs of God divine. I'm made for something true. In God's plan my path renews.
Yo, Fluffs, what's up? Good to see you all. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. It's good to be here. We are joined by Michael, Roger, Sleeping Warrior, Janusz, and PJ. Hope you're doing well.
Yo.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we are great.
Absolutely, yeah.
Before we start, I want to say the song intro is fucking awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
That's great.
So yeah, it's good to be here. Good to see everybody. Haven't been around for a bit, but I'm still around. But yeah, it's good to be here. Good to see you guys. Please hit the likes, share the show. Tonight,
Flash, you've only missed 2 days. That's all you've missed. I mean, it's not
feels
like
like a month.
I know to you it's got to feel like that, but it's only 2 days. You did that one day. Remember, you did it a day in the morning.
In the
and all you
morning,
did is
yeah,
miss-
but that's what makes it worse though. Because I did
Yeah.
in the morning, I didn't do in the evening, so it feels like I haven't been here for ages.
I got you.
I know where Flat he was going. He was going around the earth.
It's just a weekend. It was just a weekend you missed. But to you, it's got to feel longer than that. You know what I mean?
It felt very long, but yeah, I'll be able to finalize everything tomorrow and Wednesday. Then I'll let everybody know what the situation is. Yeah,
Sure.
but yeah, I appreciate everybody's prayers.
Are you moving
Everybody
out? Then?
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to.
Is it far?
Huh?
Is it far?
It all depends. It all depends. Like I said, Wednesday I'll probably know if I get to stay in where I am now, in this town. Otherwise, it's probably 5 hours away from here.
Wow.
Ooh.
Where you live now? Do you live in your area where you were born, sort of thing? Are you from this?
No. I'm totally.
Not from
I
that
was
area.
born in Joburg. I was born in Alberton,
Oh, so
Johannesburg.
you were born. Is that capital, Joburg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Wow.
But
So relocating the whole family is going to be the hard part, isn't it, sir?
yeah, that's the thing. So I was packing this whole weekend and stuff as well. So I've been very busy.
It's not that long ago. I can remember when you moved into that house. Like,
I've been here 5 years already.
is it 5 years?
That's
Yeah, I've been in
mad.
this house for 3 years, but I've been at this job for 5 years already.
That's crazy.
So,
So,
yeah,
So just as you started doing lives, that's when you moved into that house, then, sort of thing.
practically when I
Right.
started doing lives, yeah.
Mm.
So if you do end up moving somewhere else, does that mean that you'll get more reliable power delivery?
No, the whole of South Africa has it.
it could end up being worse.
It might be worse in some places, I don't know. But I first have to give 2 shout outs though. From a plain villager, thank you very much for sending me a PayPal. Really appreciate it. I can't log into my PayPal, so I couldn't message him. And then also Jeremy Bird as well, who sent yesterday also some money from PayPal. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate all the support.
Because I'm not streaming till tomorrow, can I say the same thing? Jeremy Bird sent me a little PayPal, and he sent a donation to my cousin's funeral GoFundMe sort of thing. So thank you, Jeremy Bird. Bless you, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, Jeremy is a real star. He's really does support big time. So yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate all the support. So tonight's topic. Have you seen the rant that Jeran had about me on his live show?
No.
I haven't seen
I
it.
watch all of it.
Unfortunately, I don't watch him. Like.
I've heard about
The
it.
only reason I knew about it is because someone told me.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard about it, but I won't go watch him unless I'm watching him with you guys, and there's that one stream I did on him. That's it. You know, I watched.
Other than calling you a retard, how can we not just listen to it? Because it's not going to be very long, is it? Really?
No, it's quite a few minutes.
Yeah, so let's watch it.
Did you make Dirtball of the Week there?
Yes, I did. I'm
Oh,
Dirtball of the Week.
Coming from the biggest dirtball of them all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's funny.
DJ.
But yeah, this is where it practically starts, and quite exciting stuff.
Let's hit it. Who's going to win? Who's going to be? Who's going to win? This week's Dirtball of the Week.
I've got to correct him straight away.
Yeah.
It's dirt flat.
Exactly. We can't be dirt balls
nice.
because we're not ballers. That's actually true. Who else
Michael
is
was
in the
good.
house? Hey, Charles also here. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Good
What's
to see
up,
you
guys?
How's it going, man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys. If anybody hasn't seen it, Charles did his testimony on mine yesterday afternoon. So if you want to watch it on my channel,
Yes, please
brilliant.
do.
It's a good stream.
Charles has an awesome testimony, guys.
Absolutely. Let me put the link in.
Yeah, drop the link. I want to watch it.
And he's very humble too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was more relaxed. I was able to. I wasn't so tense as that first one, but
Yeah, well, you see, we had coneheads on the first one, so there was more.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Now it's encouraging, man. I just want to encourage people because we hear a lot of bad news, and it's important that we know in the end we win.
Mhm.
Right.
Truth wins. Evil gets
Truth
defeated.
always wins.
It
Amen.
doesn't
right.
matter if we'll be still on this earth or we will be in our real home, but we will win anyway.
Yes. Love the opportunity to brag about Jesus.
Absolutely.
Well, when I first got started in this topic, I was told this: the truth is always going to be under arrest. They want to suppress us as hard as they can, and they're doing a good job of it.
Yep. Yes.
Politics, dude.
Yeah.
If you think about it, when Jesus were going from town to town and doing his miracles, they were trying to suppress it then, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They don't they know that the truth sets you free and the enemy wants you in bondage.
That's right. That's right. Always.
Truth
Well,
is
that's when
powerful.
that's when he's got hold of you. He's got you hold in bondage. You can't do anything really because you're under submission.
That's what I was trying. I was saying to PJ is like, I realized how much bondage I was. I was enslaved to that sin. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa. And so it was definitely, I was set free. Yeah. The chains were broken, man. And Jesus did that for me.
I'd say if you recognize you've got a stronghold, do something about it before it becomes total bondage. You know?
Mhm.
The truth
And
will
I
set-
mean,
will
sins
set
like
you
that
free.
have broken up many marriages and things as well, so and families.
Yep.
The truth will set you free, but first it will make you miserable. The truth is not for comfort, it's for liberation. The truth is not a medicine, it's a killer. It's better to get hurt by the truth and comforted with a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Amen.
You can't. Don Corleone says you can't lose the plot when you never found it to begin with.
That's so true.
It is. But yeah.
You're the man. Yeah, there's no way that you can escape.
Not often that, but okay, thank you. I don't know what with you guys, but has YouTube been really bad with adverts lately?
Yeah,
Oh,
I told you that last time I were on.
Yeah.
When
It's
I
just
was-
getting worse.
I was watching one of yours morning after, and it was literally every 5 minutes I was getting an advert, and it was like, I'm gonna have to stop watching this because I can't be doing well advert.
It's getting really bad. I mean, even the video.
People buy premium, aren't they?
But I mean, I think they're forcing people to go premium.
Yeah.
Even on Rumble, man, it's even though it can be a better platform at times, you can say things that you can't say on YouTube. But apparently, I don't see it because I'm on the other side. But everyone that watches me on Rumble and that, they say the amount of adverts is unbelievable. But, yeah.
Am I the only one that's struggling with comments from YouTube? Like, I'll see somebody will say something to me, and I'll respond properly, like 4, 5, 6 lines, maybe a couple of paragraphs. It looks like it posts, and then you go into edit it because you see a
And it's
typo,
And it's
and then
gone.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot.
I've done that, and straight away it's gone straight away. I've gone out, like throw away the tab, come back in, it's not there, and then 10 minutes later I come back and it's there. Sometimes it isn't, sometimes it is. So yeah, I have experienced that.
Yeah, I've
And then you
seen.
get people saying you've ran away, and I'm like, I've responded to you, moron. And then you can see the message that's there, but they obviously can't see it because they wouldn't be responding the way they did. And I'm like,
They
is this some kind of tactic that they're using?
They should
think
count
so.
the number of responses because you can see how many responses there, but you can confirm it with the number of real responses we can see. That's shadow banning. Even recently, I've seen the video. Guy, his name of the channel is "Here's the Deal." Some of the police and how they trample on our rights, and he shown on one of the browsers that he commented and checked the numbers of comments, and he's gone to the different browser and he checked it and the comment was there. But the strange thing is, even if you go by the highest number of likes, the number is like, let's say on top will be 5, but two places below will be 10, so it's not accurate. But if you go to the newest comments, sometimes you can see it. Try it, guys.
Yeah, sometimes the newest you go to, sometimes it doesn't happen. Because that's the first thing I always try, go from the newest comments to top comments to newest sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I find it's in my notifications, so like I can be having a back and forth with a troll, and then it looks like he's run away, and I think, oh, sound is run off, and then I just happen to go back through comments and I look, and he's not run off. He's been replying to me, but I've not been getting notification.
Also happens.
You know,
This has got to be tactical, right? This can't be like an internet issue. It's got to be intentional to disrupt.
Oh, it's scripts.
Of course.
Trigger warning.
That's
word,
all like
and so on.
conspiracy theories.
Banning.
It's all conspiracy against us, I'm telling you. I'm just messing.
At the end of the day, though, if it barks like a dog and it walks like a dog and shits like a dog, it probably is a dog.
Yep.
I mean, most of my comments are not even posted. I mean, when has anybody? How often do you get accused of running away? I mean, I never get accused of that, but recently I'm getting accused of it a lot, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, I got called a coward the other day by a guy called David M. Came into my chat saying the Matt Dillahunty thing that I did. It was part of it. He says, I'm an atheist as well, but Matt Dillahunty can't be a bit of a prick. I says, yeah, you're right there. I says, but it doesn't matter if you're an atheist. You might not believe in God, but he believes in you. That's what I said. And he come up with this big thing saying that God is it, God objectifying God, making God an it, and all that. If he was really existed, it would show itself, it would prove itself, and all that. And I gave him a long list of stuff and all that. And he come back later on saying, deleting my comments and all that, you coward. I'm like, how are you replying to my reply if I deleted your comments?
Exactly.
Because if I deleted it, the reply would have went as well.
Did you,
how are you replying to me? You know?
Did you remind him it has shown himself?
Yes, I did remind him it has shown himself, absolutely.
What Earth 2,000 years ago?
Absolutely.
Now, I get a
It
lot
was
of people
here.
commenting saying I have them blocked, and like, but then how am I able to respond to your comment?
Exactly.
It's like, what?
That is mental, dude. That's all that is.
Yeah,
I think they're just trying to trigger you.
There's
They
Because
might
of- yeah.
think they got blocked because, for example, they use some certain words which they have been removed, and they think their post has been removed, and then they assume they've been blocked. That's stupid,
Well,
man.
today I sent a comment said, "Here you go," and it got taken off. So what trigger word there?
I did wonder if it was swear word
That's
related.
true.
I'm rarely used to
I
swear
have
words,
no idea.
but they still go missing.
So, or I say I rest my case.
When you typed you flats, they must have thought you were pointing at them. You. So that's
It's harassment because I said you. Okay.
Sometimes I'll get like a reminder to keep it nice, you know. Like it gives you edit or post anyway.
Quite sad.
Michael,
Yeah,
you
but
always
don't tell
keep
you
it
what the
nice,
word-
dude.
They don't tell you what the word is, and the word can be something really like trivial, like the word idiot. And it's like, which word are you offended by? Because I haven't really swore anything in this. So you look at it and you go, what is the word that's the problem? It would help if they highlighted it so that you could see where people are getting upset by.
But I don't understand. I mean, I can get comments that like literally calling me child abusers and a gaslight and all these nonsense stuff, and then you just call
Yeah.
them a clown, and they take your comment away, not theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
think I-
Flatos, for your super chat. He says Chrome blocks is now, but if you use Firefox, you can get uBlock Origin to block ads everywhere, including YouTube. Thank you very much, Flatos. You rock. Appreciate it. I did try a ad blocker before, but YouTube doesn't like it much, especially because I'm under with monetization. They can take it away, unfortunately. So I can't do that unless I get premium. But I've heard some people using Firefox. And said it works well. Even some people use Brave.
As if we're going to get premium when we get censored the way we do.
Yeah.
Hey, pay us $10 a month and we'll censor the shit out of you. Oh, thanks.
It's more
Hi,
than
I'm
a-
so appreciative
more
that you do that. Let me pay for it.
it's
Yeah.
more than $10, though, isn't it? No, it's about
It's $19, isn't it?
Let me
I don't
provide.
understand-
Let me fund my own.
censorship.
That'll make you as guilty as them, right? Because you're that stupid that you're actually paying to be censored.
Yeah, you're funding your own censor.
Well, I'll admit it, guys. I got premium, and I do it because I don't get ads when I'm watching shows I want to watch. That's all. I don't do it for.
Well, if you think about it,
That's a good reason.
the
There's nothing wrong
irony
with
is the anti-flat earthers do fund their own censorship because they literally pay to stay a Globie.
Yeah. It's exactly the same with the voting. We are voting for our own enslavement.
Well,
Yeah,
Roger,
you're voting for which way you're going to get financially raped the most. I know that's probably the
Yeah,
wrong
more
word.
or less, exactly.
Roger, that's why I download my videos. So when I'm sharing it, I don't share the adverts. I download them and use video file. That's why I do that. Otherwise, you're getting
Yeah, I remember
adverts
that.
all the time.
I mean, if you think about
Wanna
it,
go on?
I was doing a bit of research earlier on today because of power stations, right? And we have, I think there was 39 active, either gas, coal, or some other kind of power. There's 39 power stations up and down the country, right? Bear in mind that the taxpayer pays for the creation of the power, the power station, and the government then apparently we have to then pay for the privilege of in what kind of society is it where the government will say, hey, you pay us a load of money and we'll build this big massive food fountain and then everybody then can eat. But in what world would it be where you then have to pay for the produce that you've paid for yourself? The taxpayers paid for these power stations. Why are we paying them? Why are we paying for the power? We already paid for it.
Look, if you look into their laws, statutes, and so on, you can figure it out. You don't pay for it, anything, like I did before. Now too many people did it, so I'm not available to do it anymore. I wasn't paying for electricity at all. Why? Because on your bill, there is a barcode to which you have to use a blue marker, made a arrow, and tell them, take the money from this account because it's already paid. So you pay double, but people don't get it. You don't have to pay for the electricity provided by the government. Different story if it's private company, but it's from government. You don't have to, because you just only make a statement on the piece of paper, make a arrow to the barcode, and tell them to deduct the money from the barcode because it's your straw man. That's what it is. So I didn't pay for electricity for like a long time. So
Hey,
Well, I'm already paying taxes already, aren't I? Don't I already pay taxes to begin with?
Exactly.
So why would I pay double the taxes on it? That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
And
no, you're
grandpa,
paying-
At least there you don't have to pay you have to pay tax
people,
to have
whatever.
your solar panels. Yeah.
Someone did calculations from the moment of your employer paying the money till the moment you can save the money, only around 10% left because everything is tax on tax on tax.
wow.
Okay, you guys ready to go on? Let's see what.
Let's watch the dirt ball. Here we go.
Hard to believe you went and did that stuff. Such a dirt ball, that's a mistake.
I don't need to watch the music.
Every best around. Ain't nobody that can keep the dirt ball down.
Deservedly so. It is Flatzoid,
Yay!
one of the dumber people in the flat earth, pretty much dumber people on the internet. He's a liar. He removes frames from other people's videos.
Oh my God, really?
It's
How
all
come
done with
how
11
come we
frames,
never
right?
accused you of this before? The frames thing. How come
Yeah.
when he was an allegedly flat earther, he never mentioned 11 frame things before? Not that I can remember, anyway.
You never did.
I still don't understand this frames thing because every time I've asked you about it, you've told me that the frames were never deleted in the first place. Why did they claim it if they were never deleted? Why did they claim it anyway?
Because they're dishonest.
That's the definition of the liar. He accuses someone of lying when he's doing that himself.
So explain to Andy what you did. Explain to Anthony what you did.
I'll tell you why they do it, because they don't understand what point we're in first place. That's why
It was actually my Black Swan. It was before the Black Swan came out. The point I was trying to make was the curve is only optical, it's not physical. So when the capsule landed into the Inferior Mirage, I showed the whole thing, it landing in the Inferior Mirage, and then I took the Inferior Mirage out and showed, look, if I take the optical effect Inferior Mirage out, it doesn't go behind anything. And so the argument was, oh, you took our curve away. So I took an optical effect away, not your curve.
Yeah.
And now I removed the 11 frames. But
When
it
it was
started
what,
27.
3?
Yeah, it
Oh,
started
right.
27, then it went to 24, then
Yeah.
it was 23, then it went back to 26, and then it was 17.
But
Then
in
it was 7,
actuality, it
now
was
it's
3,
11.
wasn't it? Or 4 or something. 3 or 4 in actuality.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
actually,
Red's rhetoric
it's actually
that
like
had
4.
Mm.
the problem with it because it's his video. He's the one that made the biggest stink, didn't he?
Oh, Red's right, yeah. of
But you
course.
see how you can show which people are dishonest. They never show my side of the story. They never show my story, my video. They always show the ballers' videos.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty certain that Jeran has been quoted in the past as saying things like, I don't know, I don't watch Flatzoid's content or videos. Yeah, he's talking about them as though he knows all about them.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But you can see how it's going to get you. I mean,
Oh,
you
something.
heard what he just said about me. It must be sad to be Jeran because remember, Jeran thinks rocks cause waterfalls.
Yeah.
What? What about baking water? That was the best one.
Yeah. This is when we started making him look really idiotic when we say fire can cause water to boil. He didn't believe it. He said it's the container.
I remember it quite well, dude. It's hard to forget that.
Yeah, he told
Putting
us
pans in ovens.
use a different container than the water boils.
Yeah. He literally said I can put my pot of water in the oven and it won't boil.
You know what? When he said that, I felt like ringing him up. I know. Imagine that, you know, like when the president of America picks up the phone in the White House and he rings the ISS. In my head, I was going to pick up my imaginary phone and ring him up and say, "Could you do that and show us?" Because
did he say that the container is causing the water boil?
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Yes, he literally said that.
Container is only the conductor of the heat.
And we literally was fighting me tooth and nail about it.
Just tell me what will happen when you put when you throw the water from the bottle on top of the volcano. Would it evaporate? Where is the freaking container?
No, he's
stupid as fuck.
He's really stupid. Let me see if I can. I actually did a demonstration on a pot on a fire. Even Michael did a brilliant.
I had to do it because he was denying temperature water boils it.
Yeah,
that's right. You did
wonder
that
what would
demonstration,
happen.
didn't you?
To be fair to Jeran, I think he knows. I think I know what he's referring to there. I don't think he's denying the temperature the water boils at. I think his point was at different elevations it boils at different rates. Therefore, it's not set in stone.
Yeah, but this was, no. He wasn't elevation.
Oh, we've got an echo.
Who is it?
That's Sov.
That's not me, man.
It's not me.
No idea. It's gone now.
It's gone, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, it can't do that, Anthony, because like everybody knows it's at sea level, so it's 14.7 psi, isn't it? That water
Yeah, but I've heard his explanation for this in the past, and I've heard him say that you can go up a mountain and it'll boil at a different temperature, so that's not always true, is it? And it's like, Jeran, we know what the explanation for that is. You're presenting it in a way that makes other people think that we don't know why that is. either he's stupid or he's just being overtly dishonest. And at this point, I'd say he's being overtly dishonest because he does know that temperature boils, water boils at different temperatures, at different temperatures at different elevations, and he knows why.
My Jeep was kicking on the exhaust fan, or the auxiliary fan at like 8,000 feet. It started kicking on. You'd hear the fan kick on. I've made coffee camping in the mountains before. You get that water boiling up, and you think, boy, that's going to be really good hot coffee, and it's really not all that hot.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tony Whitcomb, thank you very much for 10 pounds. Says Flatzoid, they are all trying to frame you. That is how it seems. Because they don't
11
want
frames at a time. Yeah.
Appreciate the super chat, man. I appreciate it very much. But Solve, this is why I don't agree with them saying it's boiling with less temperature. I think it's called outgassing. I think the gases inside the water are trying to escape. So it seems like it appears to be boiling, but it's not hot. It's not boiling.
Right. You're not got it up to 212 yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this is the quick one I made for Jeran that time on the fire.
It's gone out. I didn't know there was
I don't know if it's loud enough though.
another stream. So we're all in the mood for coffee since we haven't had coffee yet. I decided let me create a fire quickly on that makeshift fry and boil some water. So this is a question for you, Jeran. You say water boils at different temperatures depending on the container even. So I've got a pot here. I've got this pot here on the fire. You can see I've got a little fire going, getting nice and hot. Obviously it's not boiling yet. The question I got for you is, when it reaches 100 degrees Celsius, it's going to boil, correct? Would it have been the pot that caused it to boil at 100 degrees Celsius, or would it have been the heat from the flames? That's my question to you, Jeran. So yeah, let's point this out. Cause of water boiling, the pot, or that hot stuff there heating it up? Let me know what you think.
Why would Jeran be
I don't
arguing?
really think the pot.
That's what we're saying. That's how dumb Jeran is.
Yeah.
He was arguing the container causes boiling.
I'll tell you why you were arguing this, because he were in argument to denying science proves. That's what started all this.
Oh yeah,
I'm blaming on Nathan, dude.
He
Nathan
started arguing that science doesn't prove things when he realized that he was wrong when it came to the electrostatic argument that Bob Nodell was pushing, because we can test his claims. And I tested it myself because I wanted to see, could I make an acceleration by increasing the voltage as per their claim, and it didn't work. So when I published the evidence of how it didn't prove the claim that they were making, all of a sudden science doesn't prove things. That's funny, that, isn't it, Jeran?
It always used to be science proofs.
Whole
That's
body of
changed the
science,
story.
right?
Did you see Jeran's lost like 3,000 subscribers lately?
Very good. I make it very simple. Their science doesn't prove anything. Real science does.
True. But they don't know what science is. That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's
so I have
the
to
common
shout out
issue.
everybody that's unsubscribed from Jeran. You guys are the real truthers.
You rock.
I think the pertinent question really is when did you guys unsubscribe from Jeran? For me, it was when that guy in the suit that Alex Stein joined and they were doing the Baby Boomer show. Like I switched off from him at that point, like totally. But I unsubscribed from him when Nathan got kicked out of FE Core because of Bob Nodell's ego. That was when I unsubscribed from him.
For me, I never unsubbed from him because I was never his subscriber. I watched his videos, but I never subbed to him.
What's up, boy?
When did that
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, I was, dude. It's a good stream and it's a good topic. And I was just testing because somehow my camera doesn't work on StreamYard anymore. There's an issue, but it works on Restream. So yeah.
I think you have a problem there, by the way.
What's that? Sorry.
I think you had a problem there, right?
Echo.
Echo
He's
going
got
on.
his YouTube on.
There you go.
That'll kill it. Yeah, I
See, there you
think
go,
that
guys.
Nathan poked the bear with Jeran when it comes to the scientific method.
Echo.
Echo again, boy.
Yeah, I think it's coming through, boy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, boy, it's coming through,
Adrian-
man. But anyway, guys, can you see that? It says 163K. He was 166 at a stage.
I want to know who in the right mind still subscribed to him.
Yeah.
Granted, there's going to be ballers subscribed to him. That's fair enough, but a majority of that are still going to be flat earthers. And my question is, what's wrong with you if you are?
The problem
like
is a
watching
lot
a
of
train wreck.
people are subbed due to loyalty, just like you still got Witsit subs. You know what I mean? Even though they found him lying constantly, they will still fight for him tooth and nail. You're going to get flat earthers still fighting for Jeran tooth and nail for
Well,
what? I don't know.
Here's what you got to look at. Here's what you got to look at right here. How many of those subs are actually legitimate subs?
That's so true.
Okay. We have to look at that aspect of it too, because one of the things that I've noticed is that look at the subscriber count and then look at the view count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's like 1%.
And the amount of people watching your lives as well, you know.
Right.
So I've seen people with hundreds of thousands, and they've got 4 people in their lives.
I get like half the views or better of the subscribers that I have.
So per definition. By the way, how's my audio now?
Way
Better.
better.
Much better.
Okay.
There is as well thing
That actually proves the essence of your substance, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that's
agree.
one thing. But for example, in my case, no one is able to watch all the videos. So I don't have like thousands of views on the video, even if I have
Right.
around 13,000. I don't even count on it that people will watch every single video I post. That's why I encourage always everyone to just watch whatever they're interested in, because it's humanly impossible watch whatever I have on my channel. Impossible.
Yep, I agree. To be honest.
Yeah, but it's a common thing to see, right? On channels that have like 10,000 or, well, maybe not channels that have 100K or more, but 10,000 subscribers and there's 4 or 20 viewers. Like, how does that work?
I have seen someone with 100,000 subscribers with
like
2 people in it.
that have like a
4
couple
people
of
in it.
thousand subscribers and that have hundreds of viewers. Come on.
Yeah.
I literally saw scrolling through YouTube today a woman just sitting there, looking at her nails, going like this. 7,000 people watching, just going like this.
It's crazy.
Not talking, just doing this.
Crazy.
7,000 people watching live. It's like,
Did she
what?
have great boobies?
No,
No.
it's insane. I don't know.
Isn't that the subpar booby channel? I think I might have seen that before.
All right. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see where he gets for this.
Lies about his location. Can't get anything straightened for 3 months. He's
Hey
been
guys, what location have I lied about?
No idea. No idea.
saying that the trip that I went on was fake. You are dirtball of the week.
Oh, okay. So because I said his trip was fake, therefore I'm a dirtball. Thank you, Jeran.
So many to choose from. Watch a little bit of him and Duffy as Duffy showed up at their stream and tried to ask him the one question that no flat earther will ever be able to answer. Where is the South Pole?
Who cares? Yeah, who cares?
There's no freaking
We did
South
answer
Pole.
that. But I'm sure we did answer that multiple times.
Yeah.
It's just not the answer they wanted. So the problem they have is because it's not the answer they want, it means you didn't answer it.
The correct answer is there is no South Pole. They stuck something in the damn snow, idiot. That's all.
But
Yeah, but
him
that's
as
what we're saying. It's a ceremonial South Pole. There is no such thing as a geographic South Pole on flat Earth. Why? Because you don't have a spinning space ball.
and
Well,
because he was flat earther before, he should know it. But now he's using this question and this answer as just to bash you. But he perfectly knows that we claim there is no South Pole, and he knows it, so he's dishonest. He's retard and a liar.
This, by definition, is a straw man question. That's all it is. It's a pin tail on the donkey. That's
How you
what
can
they're
show
trying to-
something that does not exist? It's impossible.
I know.
It's just classic ball-tard behaviour, though, isn't it? Like, trying. What they wanted you to do was point somewhere on that A globe projection, and then say, well, if this guy goes south, he's not going to go to the South Pole. That's what he wanted to do, but
yep,
he didn't play into his hand.
This is his whole gig now, is that he just has Dirtball of the Week and he's gonna he's Jerry Springer now? What the fuck is he?
Jerry Springer.
Well,
He's
this
a
is
clown.
what truthers do. This is what truthers do. They look for the truth by ad homing everybody else constantly and making fun of everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know about these people, man.
This is mild grade torture listening to these liars.
No, but
Yeah,
I heard that this is what happens in every groupification. This is what happens, right? Even among like the most intelligent people, if the most intelligent people amongst each other would group up, they would stupefy too, right? They would also rot. There would also be corruption in that group, because this is just what happens to groups, and that's why groups divide. That's why they split off and spin off, and this is just what happens. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's the best thing that's happened in Flat Earth so far. Getting all chills.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've been hoping for that mass exodus for years. I lost interest in the topic because of those people, not because of Red's rhetoric or Sean Huff fraud or any of those idiots, right? None of them have ever come up presented any credible evidence that we live on a spinning water ball. However, the damage that Bob Nodell, Jeran, all those idiots that have done is 10 times more damaging than anything that any of those idiots could ever do. Yep. It must be a really bad indictment of the standards of evidence on the Blur side that our biggest enemy is from within. How bad is their arguing standard at that point?
Did you guys see that that video that I shared from? Well, Janusz also shared it to me from Space Busters with the data of the sun and the different camps in Antarctica. How none of them align at all. It all makes the globe impossible.
Yep.
So I want to see that.
Very well done.
Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it. I'd love to see that.
Well, it's like 3 hours long.
Okay.
But it's very good. And then New Perspective also had a good video that I shared, which is very, very good. I think we're going to go through some of that as well.
Ooh, autodidact. Read what autodidacted says. That's disgusting. Marty has seen a video.
I hate to tell you it all.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Right. At all. Don't believe you at all. You make shit up. You're not quite as dirtball as this guy, but still dirtball. So we're going to show you starting with, let's go here.
I've got a question.
One of the funnier things ever.
I got a question. Would Jeran have done this but for Bob Nodell's death? Because he could never have done this if Bob Nodell was alive, right?
Nope. No, Bob wouldn't really allow him to do this. I think as much as we didn't like Bob and stuff, I think Bob kept him in check sometimes with stuff.
Definitely. Yeah, because he was under Bob's finger, right? Bob Nodell. Imagine Bob Nodell pushing a thumbtack into the wall with his big thumb, right? That would be Jeran being pushed against the wall. He would be the thumbtack.
Mm-hmm.
My question I got for you right quick is, what has he got against Eric Dubay that's so horrible? Is it where did Eric touch him at? What did Eric say that made him?
I think it's an attack. It's a tactic, isn't it? Called character assassination. That's
Eric called Jeran out as a shill a long time ago.
Yeah, he was calling them all out as shills from the start, weren't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Sorry.
Patricia. Yeah.
Eric the Bear.
Eric
Called
Debay.
him out?
Very good,
Eric
very-
Debay.
They will attack any previous flat earthers who they were following, and now this assassination of character, like you said, and they're trying to disassociate themselves from this group. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Go, Rock, go. Take out that tree.
I mean, how
Not
boring is this? How boring is this? It's like it just goes on and on and on.
It's totally lame.
It is. It's like he's
It's just
forcing
lame.
it.
So
Oh,
looks
I
like,
remember this video. It's somebody that pushes down a rock, right? And it goes on.
Yeah.
so I just wonder
ridiculous.
if he now believes as well in the evolution. Possibly, possibly he
I
does.
think he
So-
believes in everything now that the
Right.
ball has to present.
So I would ask him a question: why the fuck he is pushing from the mountain that his father? That's not nice.
He's pushing his cousin.
That is
Goes
cousin.
down the hill.
Yeah. Yes.
That's Flatzoid rolling down the hill, gathering more
I
dirt.
think. I think
Oh,
he
he
just
says
removed-
I'm his cousin now.
I think he just removed his cousin's kidney stone there.
That's
That was big. Yeah.
Relief.
Do you think that's funny? That you got rolling down the hill gathering more dirt. That's hilarious, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Look, some people finds the fun in the simple things. Very simple things.
Mhm.
Very simple people. Yes.
I mean, you guys must remember, Jeran thinks you can get an elevation angle off of a pen.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So anything he really says, you can know it's not really based on anything intelligent.
For 3 months, guys. This guy's been on his show every day, talking with his friends and Grandpa Sov.
Hey, Yusuf.
There you go. You got a
The
shout out.
retard 6, I guess is what they're called, something like that.
Retard
Been
sick.
pointing out that how fake our trip was, even though it was 100% real. And this is what's, if you're somebody like me, you realize that these people.
Wait,
Oh,
100% real because he says so.
Right? I mean, can you replay that again?
It was real fake.
100% real. Like that sounded so real.
Called
It
something
did.
like that. Been pointing out that how fake our trip was, even though it was 100% real. And this is what's
Been
And it's
pointing out how fake your trip was. So in other words, I didn't just say it's fake. We pointed out how it's fake. Well done, Jeran.
Yes.
Concessions.
And it weird that he's just got a voiceover on that part and he's not actually showing his face.
Oh yeah. The question is, we aren't saying he didn't go. We're saying they faked what they filmed
Yes.
while they were there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You definitely went on a trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
We never said you didn't go on a trip.
But they didn't vape, but they vaped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
just like that.
I didn't
No.
vape, but I found a vape and I decided to vape and I didn't want to vape, so I vaped.
And I decided to hold a compass upside down too. Remember that? Genius. You're the one rolling down the hill, moron.
All of this organized by a guy who promoted lies, according to the Bible. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
what
mean,
the
he's-
hell was everybody expecting when he first announced that his friend Michael Toon
Yeah.
goes by MC Toon on I just went, oh boy, here we go. There is fuckery afoot already.
I remember Kingdom in Context, his reaction on it, like, oh, that's your best friend? Okay.
Well, he's
You
in
should have
with
heard
that.
Mattoon on his channel. He said that map was been the flat Earth model for 170 years. Swear to God. Like, all right, dude. Yeah.
That's what I don't get
Lisa's
about
map.
I see line.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get about it, Sean. I mean, Duffy was one of the first. He was one of the first persons that Duffy lied to on this thing. You know what I mean? And now he's all for it.
Yep. Now he's going to have that. They're going to have a debate. Did you see
That-
the
yeah, that-
setup
yeah,
for that?
April. They're having a debate in April, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got that.
They had a
saved,
pre-show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Madness.
he said that he was a seasoned veteran, the moderator for debates. I give credit. Sean is, but Duffy, oh my gosh,
Nah,
he called him a seasoned veteran. He's a seasoned veteran liar. That's what he is. He's really good at that. Really
I
good.
just want to point out, a lot of
Absolutely.
people are saying Jake the Asshole and Will Duff are the same person. No, they look similar, but they're definitely two
No.
different people.
They have the same
So
last
you seen
name, I
that thing
think.
that Rusty Bill sent you in the email?
Unless they were
Yeah,
cut from the same
but
cloth.
it's been a thing going on for a while. But they're definitely not the same people.
They're not
They're
the
No.
same.
similar,
No.
but they're not the same people.
There's similarities.
I meant that
of
jokingly.
course. But
Back in
yeah,
the day, there
Rusty
was,
Bill sent an email.
but back in the day, they were saying that Jake the Asshole were Bill Nye's son.
Uh-huh.
Really? I didn't remember that. But I'm proud to be part of the retarded 7, no matter what they say. I'm right in here.
But I think anybody associated as Jake the Asshole should be very embarrassed.
Well, you got to look at this. I always look at it this way. I consider the source. Right, really, who is it that's saying this now? Oh, okay. Well, who gives a fuck? And it's like your credibility's already been destroyed anyhow. Who cares?
Exactly. It's just both of them are untrustworthy, so why it doesn't matter.
If you're somebody like me, you've realized that these people that you used to think had some sort of knowledge or they were decent at research is completely wrong.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
You don't know
I wanna ask
Monday.com?
something.
This is Monday.
He says
This
we're decent in research was totally wrong. When did Jeran ever think I did decent research? Oh wait, never, because I called him a shill from the beginning.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering where he gets the thing that we don't research stuff. We're researching him, and that's why he's getting mad about it. Now we're not decent researchers.
No. We just don't research the same shit as he does to provide supposed evidence for Globe Earth. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We should quit.
It's hilarious. We're about to watch Will Duffy show up and try and ask these characters here, where is the South Pole? And let's see if we get a
I
straight
want to
answer.
point out, Jeran, they're asking where is the South Pole on the flat Earth? The flat Earth. Just to point that out to you, because I know you're very stupid. You don't understand there's a difference between a globe and a flat Earth.
Like I said before, when he claimed he was flat earther, he should know the answer already. He should bring it, but he didn't. Not honest.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have got
You
that
tell me
link or any.
somebody who's
That's a
being
link.
disingenuous, somebody who's being.
That's a link.
Sorry, that's a link
Yeah,
for
for the debate.
Kingdom and Context and Duffy's debate. It's next month. But it's 17th of next month. That's a link for it.
Huh.
being fake, who just can't answer questions because they don't want to admit to their audience that they have no clue. Watch this.
But they changed direction.
To the South Pole.
He's gonna say the South
Where,
Pole, of course.
where is the South Pole?
It's a marker
Where
they
they
put
fly
in.
to.
What?
Huh?
Where
Somewhere
they fly
down
to.
there. So-
Again with your stupid semantics.
No. Where is
You
it?
just said they fly to the South Pole.
Again with your stupid semantics. Where is the South Pole? Is not stupid semantics.
It's very stupid semantics because this is all Duffy ever does. Is has stupid semantic strawmans.
Where is the pink unicorn?
Uh-huh. That's stupid
space.
semantics.
Sov, flying pink unicorn.
You okay? That too. It's like, why are you asking me where something that doesn't exist is at? Are you asking me where they stuck a freaking barber pole in the ice at? I don't freaking know. Wherever they want to, you'd know no
Exactly. Yeah, what does it matter? They just stuck it there.
different. You wouldn't know any different. They could take you out in the middle of a freaking empty wasteland with a pole sticking up out of it. And here you are. You're right at the fucking South Pole. Move along now.
Well, did you know, sort of Barber's Pole, Globe Earth?
Look, in theory and in the practice, even if you move one step from the center, any side, you can put over there ceremonial South Pole, and it will be south as well from the north. Very freaking simple. It's not rocket freaking science.
Well,
Hey,
that's all
Jeran,
they
how's
got
it
left,
going?
dude.
And we're full of guests today.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, here.
you guys can hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Amazing. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the bush snowshoeing. But I wanted to just make a point. Sorry, I meant to do this sooner, but I'm a little distracted out here. When they talk about demanding to know where our version of the South Pole is, sorry, I just lost my little dog here and there's a car. Duke, it's so frustrating to me because that in itself just points out how useless they are. Like, if they want us to think we're on a globe, then they would tell us that there's a North Pole and a South Pole. But if we're not on a globe, then why does there have to be a South Pole? Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, I've seen
There isn't one, is
several
there?
theories where the South Pole is, the tropics, or it's just there's this what we would say, oh, well, if Antarctica is the circle, that in itself is still a form of the North Pole. You know what I mean? And then the South Pole is in the middle. Like, there's no way of proving. Like, the fact that they demand us to tell them what the heck's going on when it comes to the South Pole is just laughable in itself. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
the
what I
only
was
one
trying to
who-
explain. The geographic South Pole is only globe based. It's got nothing to do with flat Earth. He was specifically asking, where's the South Pole on a flat Earth? So I told him it's just a ceremonial pole which they placed in the ground in Antarctica. It's as simple as that. I don't need to give any more than that.
It's akin to demanding to know where the hoofs are on the fish.
Yeah, I mean, it's like trying to ask a flat earther, what planet does your flat Earth orbit around? It doesn't orbit, so why are you asking such an easy, idiotic question? You know what I mean? Same thing.
I'm just glad it's not just me.
It's
No,
not.
they're dumb.
No, of course not.
All right.
No,
How are they going to ridicule us?
I'm going to
That's all they're trying
continue
to
to
do.
watch, guys. I just wanted to pop in and say hey and point out the asinine nature of their request. And hey, guys.
Yeah, it's a straw man. It's just a straw man. Exactly, Harry.
That's total.
What's bad about it is
bless you, Aaron.
Jeran's been
Bless you
using
guys.
this
I'm gonna
argument.
pop out. There's a lot going on here now. So thank you, Flatsy. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you. I'm going to
Bless
continue
you.
to
You're
watch.
welcome.
from the
Thank
car
you for
probably.
having you here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
blessings.
Jeran knows.
Aaron, bless you.
I think I've said it. I can't remember if it was that time when he came on the stream, or I said it later. But I told him, you still think in a Earth, in a
Tim
matter
Osman
about Earth, in a matter of globe. We don't. So there is no South Pole. I think I've said it to him that time. I can't remember if it was that time or a bit later.
Yeah, he
This,
did.
Michael tried to say something earlier. Sorry, what, Michael?
Tim Osman in chat.
Tim Osman, the guy that thinks, what's it? Nobody claims that the horizon is physical.
See, Tim Osman's the guy that only comes round when he loses his job. The very fact that he's here now tells you that he's recently been sacked. Welcome back, Tim.
Well done, Tim. Then you know Tim is like the bench warmer. He's like the last guy they called in when they got nothing.
Tim Osman was the name of the guy that played Osama bin Laden for the CIA.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
There are those that would call me Tim.
Tim, nice but dim.
Thanks, Charles, for coming,
Yep,
man.
yep.
Blessings. It was always good to
Thanks,
see you.
Charles.
Appreciate you, man.
So what happened on your stream? Few guys, they were saying that I'm not real, I'm bot, remember?
Hey,
You sounded like every bot I've heard.
Yeah, because I was typing too fast.
Yeah, Anthony's got a question. Maybe.
Yes, Tim
Sorry.
Osman, all we got is evidence. And our evidence is still hanging in midair waiting for you guys to debunk.
Yeah. I was just going to say maybe we should answer the guy's question because he's obviously had a job for a few months, right? He's held down a proper job for a bit, so he's not been keeping up to date with the conversation. So hey, Tim, the evidence for flat Earth is everywhere. All roads do lead to a flat Earth. You can calculate it into a ball, but that don't make it a ball, mate. Sorry.
Anthony, were you plugging a book
Well,
there?
we can
by
always,
chance?
Tim, would you like to come in and have a discussion? We're more than happy to educate you on everything you've missed in the last few years.
He doesn't have any evidence. He's just got ad homs, insults, slurs. He's got nothing.
You don't have to trust us. Just go yourself, Please find curve of the Earth.
Well,
just
well,
observe
we're
it.
going to
Show
ask
us,
him
okay?
what we've asked. We're going to ask him what we've asked all Globers and Duffy, which we're still waiting for him to present that he said he would present. Number 1, measured Earth curvature of the Earth. Number 2, observed Earth rotation. Number 3, demonstration of gas pressure without containment. Duffy said he has all 3 of those things. It's been what, guys? About over a month now? Has
At
he
least,
presented it
almost.
yet?
Nope. You can't. There's no way to do it because there's no physical way to show gas pressure without containment. We've asked that from several different people before, and we got what 3 containers with the demonstration. Yeah. You just got to believe me, bro.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The person who said that is stupid.
Pole.
Yeah,
So
where
they're
is-
trying to South Pole.
Where is
He's literally become a bluffer, guys. So his rebuttal to Jeff saying it's semantics, which is true. He's just saying, "Oh, you're just stupid." Well done, Jeran. You've outdone yourself. Great rebuttal, man.
You have
You've
provided
really shown you've grown in knowledge since became a Glober, man.
He finally attained the level that he should be at.
He really
Well,
provided
de-evolution
plethora of
is
evidence.
a thing, dude. De-evolution is a thing, and he's proof of it.
Right? Yeah.
He really provided a plethora of evidence supporting his claims. That's a great job.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
the South Pole?
It's a ceremonial place.
And where is it?
At the ceremonial South Pole place where they put the
It's
pole
anywhere
up.
where you stick it,
And
right?
where is it that they put
Yeah.
the pole up?
In Antarctica.
But where in Antarctica? You guys make Antarctica so big. Where is it? I want to find it on a
At
map.
the ceremonial South Pole.
And where is
You
that?
guys could have traveled to it from Union Glacier.
What
you
do
do
they
know
want
that.
you to do? Like
Sure,
get coordinates off top of your head for it, like.
But I mean,
Yeah.
the whole thing. I was sitting there while he's saying this, and thinking, "Are you so stupid? Is this the level of argument that this has come to? That you're asking where the damn South Pole is?" I almost said to him, "Well, why didn't you ask the people when you're in Union Glacier where to go? Why do you need my help to go to the South Pole?"
We didn't
Your
lose
better
any.
answer would have been, how would you know where it is? You didn't go yourself.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry that you are literally dysfunctional not to know which direction to go to the South Pole when you're in Union Glacier. I don't know what that's got to do with me. Me, on the other hand, I know it's just a ceremonial pole stuck in the ground somewhere in Antarctica, claimed to be 90 degrees south. That's it.
That's why it's called ceremonial.
Yeah.
It's called ceremonial in the same way that it's called arbitrary. You can stick it anywhere in the ground and claim that it's the rotation point.
Well,
the southern pole doesn't
right,
mean
so,
that it is the southern pole.
when-
It's just a pole in the ground.
When Baldy Cats covered this, he said geographical South Pole is 100 meters away from ceremonial pole.
Yep.
Why did they
Which is
just
true.
put it in geographical pole then?
That's my point too. Why don't they just stick it there? But no, they had to move it away. 100
What
meters
that
away.
further 100 meters, like.
It's really
That's a
stupid.
good question. It's strange though, and they do have a sign up at the geographical South Pole.
And,
but
and the magnetic South Pole keeps changing. It's literally in the middle of the ocean at the moment.
Weird.
It's just like I'm saying, it's an arbitrary position because flat Earth don't have geographic South Pole because it's got nothing to do with reality. They wanted to have a geographic South Pole because it's based on their belief system. So he literally wants to place his belief system of a geographic South Pole onto flat Earth.
And you know what would happen later
idiotic.
if you would provide for them geographical South Pole point? They would say, "Oh, what about this point?" And that exactly he wouldn't understand that we all on the circle, all around the circle, close to the wall, ice wall, and then it would exactly prove our case that there is ice wall, and the Earth is not fucking globe.
Yeah, the
They
thing
can't
is,
see it this way.
this man said he could be God and change reality. Pretty much is basically
Mhm.
what he said. Yeah.
Well,
first
I
of all,
want to
He's
know.
already in his head, so he's God. He's
But I mean, are you
he's-
guys going to pay for Jeran's special VIP club? Only $400 a month.
Oh, is that it? Oh, I'll pay for about 50 members. Why not?
Who in their
Yeah.
right mind is dumb enough to pay $400 so Jeran can just give them advice?
I won't pay him 40 pence to paint me bog.
That's how you know the guy's a scammer, just to let you know.
to be honest, I would pay him money to do not give me an advice.
Everybody on this side is a scammer, according to him. That's what he was going on about when he first got started on his rant with science doesn't prove anything. So all of a sudden now everybody over here that says science proves things is a scammer. And people like Ben, who actually have made absolutely no money off any of his research and anything that he produces, he is a scammer. I don't get it. We're not in this for the money. I don't make money off of this. Flats barely makes any money, and he's got a family and a whole bunch of stuff he's got to take care of.
The money that I make off here literally just helps to pay for things.
Yeah, pays for the actual channel itself, right? Yeah.
So yeah, unlike Jeran, I'm not literally scamming people. I mean, should I sell farts in a jar? Come on, it's so stupid. You get people that literally do idiotic stuff like that. It's like, what's wrong with you people?
Oh yeah, bathwater. Them homeless people in that bathwater, stuff like that.
I'd fart in a jar if I could sell it for 300. Come on, dude.
I know what I'm gonna do.
No,
I'm
let's
going
not
to
get into
tell
that.
the Globers back the 11 frames they claimed I took.
There you go.
There you go.
Just $1 million. You can get your 11 frames back. There we go. How's that?
That's a good one.
I'll email it to you. I'll email it to you guys. If you give me $1 million, I'll give you your 11 frames that you claimed I took. Thank you for Jack for membership level 1. You rock, man. I really appreciate it. You are awesome. Appreciate all the support.
You remember what the Native Americans said when the white people came to America? Like, you wanna buy our land? You own the sky. You own the land. Like, no, this is made by God and gave it to us.
I think let's
Same
go to the new
principle applies.
perspective video. Because this is boring. All he's going to do is just tell him, talk, and then he's going to go and say, oh, he's lying about this, he's lying about that, blah, blah, blah.
We shouldn't be giving him any airtime either, really.
Your channel. Let's see. Playlist.
Who was you sharing? Rory?
No. New perspective.
Oh, new perspective.
Does Roy got a new video out?
No.
New perspective, but I put it on this morning.
I'm disappointed in Rory, like.
Yeah, he could have grabbed it by the horns, dude. He should have.
Unfortunately, I had to unsubscribe from Rory when he started pushing Satan's Little Season.
Rory, is that
you think? And the issue, all I told him, I mean, I wasn't even rude to him or anything. I just said, it's not true what he's saying. And then he started attacking me. So it's like, wow, okay. Shows you they get very personally attached to the Satan's Little Season rubbish, which is shown false. Continue.
Straight away, innit? Like, when you've got to insult someone, tells me you're weak.
Exactly.
I haven't watched this
Especially
yet.
when it's another Christian supposed to be talking to another Christian as well. Like, that makes it worse. Like,
yep. But watch this, guys. This shows Jeran to be as dishonest as they come. Remember, he had this information while he was a flat earther. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah, I pointed out he knew about Gleason's map before he went.
The measurements correspond. The laws of physics were derived on Earth. The laws of dynamics are only satisfied with respect to the lab.
We're going to
frame.
start it now.
Everything we just covered. So
there we go. Now it starts.
So now we're going to get into some examples of these forces that are said to be experienced on Earth that have to be accounted for. Otherwise,
is it loud enough?
You would miss your shot. You would miss your XYZ, right? We have a world record shot that was done 3 years ago.
Kinda. It could be a little louder.
Shepard Humphreys, who...
Oh, no. We got another... Where's Porter? No, Jesus didn't already come. Matthew 24 doesn't say Jesus already had the second coming. There's a difference between his resurrection and his second coming. Maybe you should read your Bible.
Yeah, don't come here with that crap, honestly.
Yeah.
I got so sick of that scene. Short scene. It's a
All we
deception,
need to
bro.
ask them is show me
Get-
who the son
yeah,
of perdition was that declared himself as God on the throne in the third temple. Go ahead, show us. Oh, wait, you can't because it hasn't happened yet.
And show where nobody could buy or sell unless they took market beasts as well. Show that.
Yeah, and show me all the immortal bodies walking around.
And show Christ in Jerusalem ruling with an iron rod.
Yeah. It hasn't happened
according
yet,
to-
guys.
They think it has for some reason. I don't know where they get their information from.
It's idiotic.
From what I can gather, I mean, it's been around for a while, hasn't it, preterism, but this new Satan's season, what everybody's jumped on, seems to surround Mudflood and Tartaria and all that crap.
Exactly. Yep. I actually had a guy from a mudflat, literally a flat earth, a mudflat guy, going and threatening me. If he ever sees me in the street, I better be careful because I told him mudflat is just a psyop. It's like, okay, bye.
He takes it personal, didn't he?
Yes.
Why is it a psyop?
Because mudflat's not a thing, man.
How'd you explain all that?
They're trying to change history just like the globe.
But why would you build basement windows for a basement?
Why not?
Because there's no light getting
Have
in.
you seen most of the mudflat photos and things they go? They've been faked.
No, I've not seen most of the photos, but I do have buildings right near me that have got windows that appear to be below the surface of the earth, and you're like, why?
Yeah,
would
Guys, I want to
look at the dates.
I want to opt for an option in between because Flatzoid.
Yeah, that's just been built on top. I
Flatzoid,
think.
he recognizes the flood, Noah's flood, and since there was so much water, there should be a lot of mud, underneath that.
Yeah, but Noah's flood was 6,000 years, 4,000 years ago. These mudflat buildings are like only 100, 200 years old.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but it does raise
There's
a
a big
question.
difference.
Have you got any buildings near you? Any of you?
How do you know how old these buildings are, though? Just because you're being told that, like, because
some of them have got timestamps on them.
There's
I've got one
building near me.
You also have to remember there were a lot of, if you look through history as well, there were a lot of communities that actually built communities underground for space.
Yeah.
So it's plausible that those things you were seeing was the underground communities. You can still go today and actually explore some of these communities underground, the old remnants of them, cities and everything.
It does, but because have you got any buildings near you where the windows are below the surface?
No, I'm in the bush.
I've got them
Sorry,
near me.
I forgot that.
I've got them near me on buildings that are timestamped. They say that they were built in 1890 and 1896 and stuff like that. So, it does beg the question: well, why would you dig out to put a window below the surface level? That doesn't make sense. It's genuinely confusing when you see it. Maybe it's because you've not got them.
mud flood though.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what
about,
they mean when they say mud flood.
They say mud flood, a whole great, how can I say, reset of a flood that was mud and it had covered everything, and that's changed history.
I mean,
due to a plasmic event.
I just think they've built on top of it. I mean, there could be such a thing as building on top. They could fill it in and build it up. There doesn't have to be a mud flood.
Well, you understand liquefaction, right? You guys do understand how that can occur, right? And it's due probably to bad construction for half the part, but it's like where you build and what you build on. That's where a lot of this stuff comes from. And
Well,
there have been.
like you're saying, Roger, anytime there's an earthquake of significance, the ground can start going through liquefaction. And there's plenty of video of that from Japan, other places where they have these huge earthquakes, and you see that happen. Causes buildings to sink down, subside. There are a lot of great deceptions going on with a lot of these old structures and things, especially been looking with my lunch break, been looking into this, and you look at these people, they say who built it and the amount of time that it took them to build this thing, and you're like, get out of here with that. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense that people with little horses and buggies with not hardened roads, mud roads, dirt roads, are bringing in tons and tons of marble. You look into the logistics of this shit, and it's like none of it makes any sense whatsoever, indicating that these buildings were already here. Something had taken place, and maybe not exactly all at the same time, but like we're seeing right now, how we're seeing wildfires like blooming up all over the place, or flooding taking places in places where it's over a span of a few years here and there. This is happening over and over. I think that there was like some kind of a shift, though, man, definitely, because something happened to where we don't do anything of even close to that magnitude of that complexity at all. In fact, they'd be hard pressed to be able to recreate it. That's what's so disturbing. We're supposed to be advancing, and it looks like we're actually devolving. I mean, you look at the stuff
It does seem that
now.
idiocracy is playing out, man.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stuff they put up now, and they say, "Oh, that's a grand architecture," and it's like it looks like a cracker box, with windows in it. Who cares,
But
So, but the whole question is that does this have anything to do with Little Season at all? No, I don't think it has anything to do with it. Yeah, that's what they're trying to proclaim, that all this happened during the second reign of Christ already. That's insane. I don't think Christ had anything to do with it.
If you think about when the domestic refrigerator was invented, it was the early 1900s, right?
1800, yeah, late 1800s.
Yeah. So prior to that, how did you keep your stuff, your perishable goods, cool? And a lot of people in the UK had cellars, pantries, outdoor cellars, indoor cellars, below level basements, and that makes logical sense for why these buildings may have subterranean rooms, because they were actually used as refrigerator rooms. But that doesn't explain why they would have windows, because you wouldn't build a window below the surface of the earth. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's not like they put the little, like the little small windows like they usually do in a basement. It's just a few inches up from the ground and in the foundation. These things are full-size windows.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, they're built, to where they had to be bricked up because of the sidewalk. You only have like the top lintel is barely showing. And it's like, he's right about that. It's like something has occurred that, and you see the supposed construction looks more like cleanup and restoring to me,
like in Chicago,
we would finish this top floor up here without finishing the floor below it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've seen them uncover stuff like
I think we should do a
stuff.
mud flood. I think we should actually do a mud flood stream sometime. Go through it, see the different things.
And how vast were the mud floods meant to be? How vast were they meant to be? Were they meant to be like world mud flood, like like Noah's flood, or just in certain areas? Because God said He would never flood the earth again. So if it's meant to be,
like I said though, PJ, and Roger brought up with the liquefaction that occurs during major earthquakes. There's we got to really look at what's going on. There was one there in California that was in the 1890s that took place, but it didn't kill very many people or anything because it was sparsely populated in that area. But the reports were 15 to 20 foot vertical movement of the ground, and 45 to 60 foot lateral movement of the ground. You think about that. Think about
a wave in the ground,
back and forth 45 to 60 feet, and the ground undulating, going up 16 to 20 feet. Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry, Anthony, would you be able to send Adam Meek in the link?
Would there, like?
Yeah. I can sort that.
So
the other thing to think about,
you gotta also look, how come everything, this is what's the biggest tool? What's one of the major tools that an archaeologist always uses? A shovel. Why is everything deeper underground older? Was everything just sinking into the ground?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense, man. Or is we, getting layers of dust on us so thick that, whole areas are 6 feet underground. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Why
They didn't have
older
street
stuff
sweepers
is, the
back in the
deeper it
day,
is.
Sov. Come on.
Huh?
Also consider the the city of Alexandria, where Cleopatra's palace has been discovered under the Mediterranean Sea, the waters of the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
Is it that the waters have rose, or is it the land that's dropped for some reason?
Right.
Makes no sense that the waters
Could be
rose.
it could be a combination of both.
Yeah. See, it's not just that's what I say. It's probably not just one thing, but like make it maybe a series of different cataclysmic events that took place.
Yeah. What's
Because
up,
then
Adam?
you got to look at that obvious.
Yeah.
At this point, it's obvious repopulation effort that was taking place.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
I mean,
if you know,
I mean-
like what's always been the agenda is to depopulate. So you never know. I mean, what's the next depopulation method? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I don't know. Maybe tell
Yeah.
everybody that.
Oh, I have an idea.
A new disease, and tell everybody there's some new disease, and you just happen to have the cure for it. That would be a way to do it.
Well, now people are probably going to try go in bunkers if you're the rich and famous. If you're able to afford it, go into bunkers, and then they just make some really bad cataclysmic event for the rest of everybody.
Well, I think they're doing that now anyway.
Mm-hmm. Weather manipulation.
Earthquakes. We know they can make earthquakes.
Yep. Remember, the pale horse is upon us, guys.
Yep.
What's up, Adam? Can you hear us?
Yeah, evening, guys.
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad.
Evening.
How you doing,
Good
bud?
win.
5 minutes free. Not had me tea, and I was just enjoying the chat. Before you got on to mud flood, although I do look at it myself.
Well, you don't like John Levy? Come on. I love this stuff. It's some of the best content I've ever watched.
I think Martin Leake is a good friend from back in the day, and I think those guys go too far.
Yep.
I think we can look at places like Rome and how Mussolini had to dig it out, and sort of medieval transcripts of how, or late 1700s, about how Rome's just turning into a sewer because of lots of events. Over hundreds of years, stuff does happen. What you've got to be careful of is not allow yourself to get mugged off by standard history as well, that appropriates as what's called a cultural layer. So to pretend that people didn't clean the streets till the road got so high, that they had to put a new front door in on the first floor. It's kind of that's the mainstream narrative's explanation of this stuff, and that's where it opens the door to meaning that there was a mass reset. I don't necessarily.
Well, think about this, Adam. How do you lose a city? Right? Okay, right? Think about this. Luxor, for instance, right? They found it. It was under 40 feet of sand. What in the world happened? Where did all the people go? These lost cities they find, and it's like, well, what happened to the people? Everybody just moved away, or did everybody just die? Or what in the world happened? How do you lose a city? And they discover these lost cities, and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? How do you lose a whole city?
Well, people don't know where the South Pole is, so what do you expect?
I know.
You only lose a city. You never lose a city in reality. You lose a city in history. It's always there. It was always was. It's just it's written out of history, denied. But like if you look at Christ, for whatever reason, they've worked very hard to remove the historical Christ. Yeah, he remains. But if you were to look at him in history, it's really hard to find him. In fact, it's obscenely difficult to try and find him. Purposefully difficult, you might say.
You have a point. So, in other words, they're hiding the real history to push their narratives, is what you're saying, Adam?
Everything's an attack on God, isn't it? Everything.
Adam, are you familiar with the Cleopatra's Palace that's underwater off the coast of the Med?
The one.
It's underwater, yeah.
Yeah.
There's other
That'll be
ones in the Pacific too that they found whole freaking pyramids and streets and temples and all kinds of stuff. It's under like 40 foot of water, man.
So we do lose cities for whatever reason.
Well, that you can put that down to flood as well. You know,
Might have been global warming. Might have
It
been.
might not have
Should have
receded.
been.
It might not have receded to the level that it was before the flood.
Or the land has just dropped.
Yeah, Outland's dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. You have no idea the different types of cataclysmic things that have taken place. I mean, some of the things that have even happened in the sky. I mean, there was like this huge meteor shower thing that happened in 1811. A comet that was, seen in 1812. I think they called it Napoleon's comet. There's all kinds of things that everybody's just totally forgotten about. I mean, it was just a few years ago we had this huge, almost 8 magnitude earthquake in California.
So, why do you think there was a comet? How we would get comet if you have firmament? I don't think so that was the case. I think so. The explanation what happened. I don't think so. That's really
No,
history.
but if all these catastrophes and cataclysms happen, and they go inside with the Bible's scripture.
That's correct. I can give you one example. When there was, it was Middle Ages, people were sitting with pieces of steel on their jackets and so on outside of the city, and the stone city was burning, but they were getting sparks on their pieces of metal on them. So how it's possible? They were starting burning as well. Like nowadays we see that so-called fires, natural fires, they're starting burning from the places when there is a nail in the timber. How is possible?
Things on
I think
fire
it was advanced technology or something like that. That's what they were doing, causing this destruction of the old world. That's my opinion.
Look at the Moai on Easter Island. Most of us are familiar with the Moai, right? The big heads and the big shoulders.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
A lot of them are underwater in the what would be described as the coast. Like, why are they underwater? Is it the land that's dropped, or is it the water that's risen? But they're underwater. Well, they weren't made there. They weren't dumped there. They were created there, or they were in the middle of being created there. But they're underwater, so it's like, huh?
Well, they've dug down and found out that there's more. There's a whole statue. They're buried.
Yeah, they're
up
not
to the
dead,
neck.
are they?
Was that done by the inhabitants of Easter Island? Did they bury them on purpose, or was it a natural cause?
Who knows? But that's the $1 million question. What came first? Was it the Moai built the structure, or was it the water that came first? Because there's no way that they can move them underneath the surface of the water to dump them. Yeah, you might do that, but why would you bother? What's the benefit for doing that when there's millions of them all over the island anyway? What's one more going to make any difference? Why dump it? It's as if the land has dropped around where they were living and the water's cascaded in and created a whole new coastline. God knows what the answer to that question is, but it's a legitimate question. It's like, you could, in this topic, we could say, how do you explain that on a globe? But overall, how is it that these Moai things are all under the surface of the water? What's the explanation for that? It's incredible.
I don't have one personally. I'd have to go there and take a look at it myself.
To be honest, I don't think so we'll ever find the answers to those questions. We are too highly controlled, and they will never allow us to put our fingers, our hands on the real books and real knowledge. It's prohibited.
We need Indiana.
Stolen history,
we need Indiana
forbidden
Jones
history.
Come and solve this mystery. He needs to become an archaeologist and be an adventurer and take on the task of finding out what happened to the statues of the Easter Island. We need real investigation. Nah, ain't gonna happen.
The problem is you've always got the bias of the person doing the investigation, because you might have like Teresa from Scotland who believes one thing, and you got Pierre from France who believes something completely different, and they both look at the same evidence and come up with a different interpretation, and it's subjective. It's bias. Might be right, but they've both got what they consider to be the truth. Is it truth? Who knows? But it's definitely fascinating that they have them underwater. It's like, wow.
You need a first-hand eyewitness. That's what you need to really verify stuff like that. Somebody, or even a recorded part of it, and I'll find it in history anyway.
There's real video evidence of them showing them under the water, discovered by scuba divers, and it's like,
yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, how did they get there? Like, you need somebody that was there when they were placed in the spot where they are.
oh right, sorry.
Yeah,
Well, what's really interesting is when you get the video evidence and you're seeing these moai underwater and they're being discovered. At the moment of they're being discovered, you look at it and you go, "Why doesn't Will Duffy's evidence look like that?" You know what I mean? So you can tell it's real, right? You can tell that these things have been under there for a long time, and then you get Will McDuffie's evidence where it's clearly CGI, Acme, Sylvester Roadrunner, and Wile E. Coyote style.
Studio, yeah.
He says it's CGI, but why he doesn't say it as well about the pictures of supposed globe Earth?
Yeah.
Those
Cherry
pictures
picking
are
much?
very suspect in my head. It look like oil paintings to me, or even models. So why don't they just get a live feed? That's what I'm saying. Just like a legitimate live feed of the spinning ball Earth, and put it on a screen and have everybody critically look at it.
Yeah, they
judge it
literally
for what
could
it
do
is.
that, right? They could just tell someone at ALE to turn it on and leave it on now. That's all they'd have to do, and they could do it.
Oh, yeah, they could.
And nowadays they have so advanced technology, it would convince anyone, because it would be very hard to discredit it. It's not a lie. So we would really need to get into the software, which will be checking if it's CGI or not. Because with the naked eye, you won't be able to say
That's like
it, man.
they said in the. I think that's stated in the Bible too, right? It takes magic to understand the magic that they're using. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. They use different verbiage.
Different descriptions, but we know what it means. Yeah, you're correct. Good point. Yeah.
Well, I heard it said a flat earther won't believe it in the ball Earth unless he's in space looking at it. That's the only way that you would get him to believe in it, which I haven't seen happen yet. So
Could just measure it though, right?
yeah, we
Measure it with verifiable, repeatable scientific measurements, right? Get a flat datum, a straight datum, ensure that it's straight, verify it's straight, get everyone to agree that's definitely straight, and then show that the water curves away from it. That's all you got to do. And it can be done over just a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, well, Brian Mullins suggested that, and nobody wanted to jump on board for some reason. So many different excuses, over and over and over again. I've heard it, and it's not financially. It is financially possible.
Yeah, but the way Brian was doing it was heavily based on a lot of heavy industry stuff. But I mean, it's their claim to prove, right? It's not our claim to prove for them or to disprove for them. It's their claim to prove. Well, good luck trying to come up with something that's going to do it, because it is their. But that's the standard, right? If you're going to prove that curved water is level, straight, flat, horizontal, curving, you've got to show it. Well, go on then.
Well, John D went through that with his Black Swan. He shows where it would have to be and how far it would have to be, and he breaks it all down for you, and he shows you how the deception works with the refraction that they claim. So I don't think that anybody's even taking that seriously. They kind of laugh at it, from what I can tell. No matter what you explain to them and how detailed it is, it's like they don't accept it right at face value. And you can take it through an hour like John did and walk you through all the process of how he made his observation and the explanation for everything in the observation, and they still don't get it. I guess they can't wrap their head around it. And did Flash take off?
I am, yeah. I'm just falling asleep. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. I thought you were going to play your video with was it Either Cosmology? Is that where they're at? They're reviewing
New
Jiren's evidence.
perspective. I did share it on the post today where showing Jeran had information about that. Remember that group that made that new record shot, and they don't take Coriolis into account. And Jeran was asked not to share it, so he didn't share it. While he was a so-called flat earther. Weird, eh?
It is strange.
Now Jeran pushes Coriolis.
I don't think he understands Coriolis, let alone water temperature.
Yeah, guys, I wasn't going to be planning on actually going for an hour and a half tonight, so it was
If you hear that beat, dude, you know.
Yeah, man. You're bound to be shot, dude.
Don't want to burn the candle at both ends.
Yeah. So, PJ, you on tomorrow night again, correct?
Yes, I'm on in the afternoon as well. So, but I haven't sorted out tomorrow night's stream, but I've sorted out the afternoons. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night. Yeah.
Cool. if I do, I'll probably just give like a quick little video explaining what I wanted to explain and all that. So we'll see if it's tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did the votes go to? The votes is 247.49, 249 votes now. Jeran is losing it, and yes, I did it as losing because his brain is losing. Yes, 73%, no, 27%. Ooh. So yeah, I do agree. Jeran is losing it. So what are your guys' thoughts on Jeran the Shill?
Yeah, you can't lose what you never had.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Good one.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
And me. That was perfect.
No one came up now with a better statement than this one. more truthful.
Well, he's going to take all the morons with him, so let him go ahead and just keep on going. Just leave us out of it, dude. Seriously.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, thanks all guys for coming. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Appreciate the super chats and all the support. Please hit the likes if you haven't already. Share the show, and then I'll see you guys probably Wednesday. Make sure to catch PJ tomorrow and Solve if he has a show, and Roger too.
Thank you. I'm going to try to tackle the True Globe next. That's where I'm going to go.
Oh. Okay. It's just guys.
Yep. You'll see it.
Just quick one. If someone wants to receive some info, I can send email. I will drop the email on the YouTube chat. Just feel free to send me email. I will send reply back. Thank you.
Crafted signs of the divine. I'm made for something true. In God's plan, my path